What's up, everybody? Nate here. So I want to talk another thing about a brand that I started that kind of translated into an e-commerce type of situation. So this brand, Always Be Hustling, it's a brand, kind of a lifestyle that I live to. Never be an outwork type of thing, which I think for me is something that I can be pretty proud of. And it's also translated to something specifically during this pandemic that's been kind of redefines the way you should think during these types of situations where, one, you take care of people, two, you be fair, because there's unfortunately more than enough people out there not doing that right now, and three, you can capitalize on situations like this in the right business manner, in conjunction with versus the mentality of, oh, poor me, I lost my job, I did this. Green Guard over the last 60 days lost over $1 million, right? I could easily, if anybody wanted to say it, I didn't get paid for 60 days, I could easily have said, oh, this effing sucks, this is not fair. Why do I have to be, I've been working my ass off. January, February, March were the best months ever for Green Guard, and then of course it's hits, right? So what I'm trying to explain to you is that I could have taken one direction of thinking versus the alternative. Instead, my mind instantly goes to, okay, well, how do I make the situation the best it can? And this scenario, I had a previous video talking about how apparel got really busy due to this. We started a brand selling foggers to then fog disinfectant into basically any environment that's necessary, from doctors, hospitals, veterinary clinics, dentists, homes for people that are doing it, gyms. It just doesn't matter, any environment, offices. And so, because I have employees that are overseas that are on payroll, in a sense, we have the ability to manage importing at a much different level than other people, but I figured out how to do that. It wasn't overly complicated, it was just something that took me a handful of months to figure out. And luckily it came at the right time. So we've been importing hundreds and hundreds of these foggers for a little less than a month now, and then selling disinfectant ready to use to people. Our competitors are selling it, for basically 70 to 100% more. And we're able to do that. Sell the foggers for a very reasonable price. Mind you, they might be slightly higher than the competition, but guess what? We have them in stock, which is who wins in this scenario, and building a lot of good relationships. So with that being said, in the last 3.5 weeks, we've invoiced well over into the six figures and helped a ton of people. But the ability to pivot to do that and to create processes, which, the luxury with that is I have other businesses that you could basically implement similar processes in, so it's much quicker. Have the right team, right CPA, right staff, additional labor that's necessary. You don't know if this is gonna last forever. Clearly we don't want it to. We don't want the scenario to have to sell these foggers and disinfectant forever, but considering the circumstances, you're gonna wanna help people as much as you can and capitalize on it from a business standpoint. Which makes everybody win, right? Because then you employ people to make some money, which a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do right now. You're selling a product that's superior at a lower price, and then you make a little bit of money yourself. So when, the point of this, what I'm getting at is that you could talk about the mindset of moaning and groaning, especially if you're losing 7 figures in a matter of 2 months in revenue, to saying, even if that's not the case, why not go ahead and try to do something else to make a little bit of money and help people. And making 150 grand in revenue in 3.5 weeks isn't something to be shy about, and it's an opportunity to really help people. I'm here on a Sunday at 4 p.m. talking. Met a couple people that drove down from Los Angeles to grab a couple of these foggers. Do I need to be in a position to do that? Absolutely not. Do I need to financially? Do I need to? No, I should probably be home, help with the family. Mind you, this next week we're leaving for 4 or 5 days, so it'll be nice, which is why I can justify it. But I want to help those people because that's going to lead to additional business, and they had some business that they needed to service basically tonight, and so there's very few people that are obviously going to open up on a Sunday to do that, but that went very far away with them, and I'm sure that we'll get a lot more business from them. So for an hour or two of my time, well worth it, and obviously I left a good impression for them. So moral of the story is you can choose to go one or two ways when you have these types of opportunities. You just got to work at it and keep your head right, and you can see that there's just an immense amount of opportunity out there, no matter if the world's fighting against you or not. So stay safe, stay healthy, keep your head right, and look for opportunities, because there's plenty out there.